Okay, we're live, and we can see the bracket is here. The tournament finally started. We finally got enough people in here to start the tournament. Unfortunately, though, needed to have a bye given.
Yep, my name's Lolowut. I don't usually do these streams, but I gave X the bye. It looks like it was just by luck, though.
Oh, and apparently Big E is not active right now, according to Arc.
Well, because Fizzer actually changed the settings, he should be able to get booted.
Yeah.
So we're all good.
Okay, but anyways, with the bracket here, we can see the matchups. We have Szeweningen coming out of retirement to do this. CPU Pro Gamer in the first match. After that, we have X Apex getting a bye. Fizzer versus Boston Phoenix. Dr. D versus Kaiser. Hey versus Zerby.
That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, Zerby, champion from the previous tournament. We'll see how he does this tournament. Getting a really strong first round opponent. And then we've got Bush versus Hedja. Big E versus Arc77. Big E apparently not being active right now. And Ace Windu versus Froptier. Probably didn't say that right, but oh well.
I think our biggest matches are going to be Hey versus Zerby and Fizzer versus Boston.
Yeah, I personally have not seen Boston play, so I can't really say much about him.
He's pretty good. Pro Gamer versus says that should be good. We'll see how rusty says is.
Yeah. Okay, well, while we are waiting for the games to start, random intro being played. Okay, one thing is that this is the second live streamed WarLight tournament, both hosted by Lolowut. Last week we had a total of 8 people participate. One person ended up not being active, so they got booted. Yeah, and then we can see the bracket from the previous tournament, which I put together in 3 minutes because it never actually updated on the tournament. First match, we had Lolowut versus Zakiman. Zakiman ended up coming up ahead. Bush versus Zerby, where Zerby took the win. Hedja versus Steel City, Hedja winning, and then Arc getting a bye because Aggressive Number got disqualified or went inactive, whatever. Then we had in the semifinals Zakiman versus Zerby, where Zerby won again to go into the finals. Hedja losing barely to Arc77 in a relatively close game. Then the final game was a pretty good game overall. Zerby's once again winning, so Zerby secured himself the championship for the first ever live streamed WarLight tournament. And Zerby is continuing on in this tournament. This time against Hey Hey Hey. Really strong first round opponent. And we'll see how they do. And then other games of interest first round that we mentioned were Fizzer and Boston Phoenix. And then possibly Szeweningen versus CPU Pro Gamer.
He just messaged me on Skype. It's Szeweningen. I screwed
What?
that one up.
That didn't help pronouncing that. So.
Yeah. I'm not Polish, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Sorry.
really hard
Sorry
for me
about
to
the
do
butchering
this.
of names. Don't expect anything better though. Don't expect anything better.
We'll probably get better as the tournament goes.
Yeah. Okay, so all the games are underway. Apex has already gotten his win from Lolowut giving him the bye for round 1 because we were one person down. And then other games are all still going underway. I don't think anyone is close to being done yet. Hopefully we'll be informed once that happens. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, Ace Windu versus Fruptiteer are in turn 5 right now. Big E vs Arc have not begun. Big E still has not joined the game. So Arc is likely going to effectively get a bye from that round to face the winner of Ace Windu vs Fruptiteer in the second round. Go ahead.
Is Ark able to force join Biggie?
I have no idea.
Damn. Well, I'm sure that Fizzer can do something about it. But
Yep.
Fizzer's in a game right now.
Okay, and then we also have another game where someone has not joined. We have Bush versus Hedja, where Bush has not joined the game, so apparently he is also inactive right now. So that will probably give Hedja a bye as well.
Not very surprising that we're getting more buys when we have more people.
Yeah. Then we have Hey Hey versus Zerby. They're in turn 4 right now. Dr. D versus Kaiser. Kaiser has not joined the game yet, so another person that may end up being booted. Boston versus Fizzer. They're on turn 7. Just started turn 7, it appears. Szeweningen versus CPU Pro Gamer, also on turn 7. Okay, hold on. How did he say the correct pronunciation of his name was again?
Hold on, I'll give it to you on Skype. Because I can't do it. It's like Szeweningen.
Szeweningen.
Shev.
Szeweningen.
I feel sorry for him.
Szeweningen. I'll keep trying it. Will there be forced joiners? What time? I don't know. We will find out once it comes to that point. They have, what, 5 minutes or so before the, before it would be 15 minutes? No, actually it's been 15 minutes now.
When Fizzer finishes the game, we'll probably get him to force join.
Yeah. Okay. How many viewers do we have? Do we have? Is anyone actually viewing the stream right now? It says to me that we've got 0.
Okay, it looks like we have our first game.
Oh. Szeweningen taking a win over CPU Pro Gamer, it seems.
And this was one of the games I want to look at.
Okay, then we can go for our first game. The very first game of the tournament. Szeweningen versus CPU Pro Gamer. We have wastelands in Yukon, Southwest, Quebec, Nord, Ethiopia, Queensland, and Anadir. Really spread out wastelands, 2 in Canada, 1 in Greenland, 1 in Africa, 1 in Australia, 1 in East Russia. So pretty spread out. We have territory picks. Szeweningen going Mexico, Colombia, wanting to get Central America in one turn. And then Scandinavia after that.
He has some really good picks here. Like,
yeah.
Look at how he's got this. I mean, he's got the Central America and South America. That basically gives him Central America in one turn.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get that, then he gets Scandinavia and Russia. And that's just great. He gets Central Russia and then Antarctica, I guess, are counter picks.
Possibly, although Central Russia doesn't seem much of an effective counter. It would be more of a long-term counter, maybe. Okay, and
it's very interesting. Okay, let's go to programmers picks. So he saw the same thing with Central America going.
Yep, but instead of going Scandinavia after that, he went for Antarctica.
Yeah.
And South Africa trying to get Antarctica in one turn, which he could also do. Similar to how...
The reason why this isn't as good as a pick is because it's too close to the Central America and South America. So yeah. I really like the Scandinavia and the West Russia combo that Shev ended up going with. But all in all, they're not bad picks.
Yep. So picks are decent for both teams. We'll see how it works out when they get distributed. And we see pretty much the expected outcome. Both of them get 1 territory near Central America, and then they get their other 2 territories at their 3 bonuses.
So both have a chance to effectively get a bonus in one turn.
And we do see that after looking at it, Szeweningen does get his Scandinavian one turn. However, ProGamer does not get Antarctica.
Yeah, that's just bad luck.
Yeah. And we do see one other thing. Neither of them moved at all around Central America. They just decided to sit there first turn. Let the other person decide what's going to happen. Apparently. Because they both know each other is there.
Yeah.
Continuing on to turn 2. We do see that ProGamer putting a lot of stuff in Colombia, deciding to be offensive around Central America, while Szewenigen's just focusing on West Russia. And then ProGamer does finish off his bonus in Antarctica.
Yeah, the problem with ProGamer for this is that he got the South Africa pick, and South Africa is just not really a good expansive pick. With Shev having the West Russia, he has that nice pick over there, he's just going to get that nice expansion. It means that if ProGamer were to expand just as fast as Shev, he would only get another 3 bonus, while Shev would get a 4 bonus. This is pretty straightforward that Shev has the better picks in this.
Yeah, it might be more effective for him to work around South America a little bit instead. And
Yeah,
maybe
but
go up
it looks like what he's doing in South America right here is anticipating that Shev is going to finish Central America. That way he can quickly go into Cuba and stop the probable expansion. So,
Yep.
ProGamer just wasn't able to anticipate Shev's picks, while it looks like Shev doesn't even really have to anticipate ProGamer's picks because they're just not as good.
Indeed. So going on turn 3, we see that Szewening's splitting up and putting some guys in Central America, while ProGamer is focusing a lot in South Africa now, putting 6 guys there.
Hmm.
And it does appear that ProGamer was expecting to expand into South America now, but with Shev going down into Panama, it's probably not going to be very effective.
Yeah.
And since he just finished West Russia now, he's now got a significant reinforcement advantage.
Bonus. Yeah, this is just really nice picking from Shev. I mean, I really, looking at the map, there was just no better picks to go for. So, let's see if ProGamer actually gets this South American bonus, because if he does, he would have a chance.
Yeah, well, it appears he's not really trying to get all of it next turn on turn 4 because it doesn't put anything to capture Bolivia. He does get Argentina though. But Shev hits Colombia with 17 and he just couldn't stop that. He wasn't. With those extra reinforcements from West Russia, it was just too much for him. And we do see him doing extra moves around West Russia to delay his attack.
I do feel that ProGamer was wasting his time with trying to get South Africa. He should have just gone ahead and gotten South America, because that would have evened up the playing field right there. But I don't think he was I don't think he anticipated Shev being in Scandinavia and West Russia, or else I feel like he would have been able to counter this much better.
Indeed. So now with 4 turns down, both people should be getting a reinforcements card, and they both do play it because everyone has gotten a card this turn. And Shev put 17 down in Mexico. Every single reinforcement that he had, he puts in Mexico.
Oh, so he's gonna quickly grab Central America as well.
Except he hits everything into Cuba. So he's not going to have the bonus, but he does take a significant portion of South America as well.
We're gonna have to bring Shev into this and ask him exactly why he did that move. Was he expecting ProGamer to throw everything in there to stop a probable expansion? I do have him on Skype, so I will ask him. You can continue with them.
Okay, so otherwise in the turn we do see that ProGamer is finishing off South Africa now. That evens him up in reinforcements pretty much, gives him 11 to Shev's 12. And while this is happening, Shev is in a position to get Central America and is in a really effective position in South America, but he's not already got a bonus. He's about to get another 3 and possibly this 4 if he can beat ProGamer out of South America. So we'll see if, at the moment, ProGamer is not in a very good position. He's not going to have an easy time expanding anywhere else, and Shev's in a really advantageous position around the contested area, which is Central and South America. Any reply from Shev yet?
Yeah, right now I'm asking Chev why he did only the Cuba hit and actually didn't go for the entire bonus. He says he wanted to push Pro Gamer out of Central America completely. So it worked out. It just seems like the better move would have been to go ahead and also complete go for the. Okay, he says, and the rule is unless I have a crushing advantage, I don't get greedy and try to push away before finishing a bonus. So what he's saying is that at this point, he still knew that he didn't have an overwhelming advantage, so there was no point in trying to finish the bonus because those extra 3-4 armies probably could have killed him if Pro Gamer decided to go fully into Cuba. It's to me, it was just a very interesting move. I don't know if you guys got the same feeling from that.
In the situation where Pro Gamer had indeed put everything in Cuba, he may have defended that attack. However, he would have lost Argentina, and his only real bonus, Antarctica, would be threatened, and Shev would be in a decent position to get South America next turn.
Yeah, so Shev was just playing it safe.
Yeah. It would have worked out well for him either way.
Yeah, that's it. It was just very nice playing from Shev and very nice picks. I actually learned quite a bit from how he set up this game.
Okay, and apparently forced joining is enabled because that happened with Hedge's game.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait another 15 minutes for him to be able to kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And Shev did say that in the chat, Pro Gamer, apparently he thinks that Pro Gamer lost after turn 2, which would be after he got Antarctica and moved into Venezuela, while Shev was expanding West Russia. At this point, I think he still could have come back. This was too early in the game to really say this is when he lost completely.
I don't know because in turn 2, does he actually push to get the South African bonus? Because
he only moves to Venezuela on after turn 2.
Yeah, as soon as he starts pushing for the South African bonus, that's when I think Pro Gamer loses the game, because South Africa is just not an efficient bonus. It's we're looking at 5 territories for a 3 bonus, and you have 5 territories for a 4 bonus in South America. Had he been able to complete South America, even though knowing that Shev could pressure that bonus completely, it still would have evened the playing field because Shev would not be able to finish Central America. So from there, it would just be who gets the first clean hit.
Yeah, and he started taking South Africa on turn 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and we do see that after Shev pushes them out of Cuba, Pro Gamer puts a lot of stuff in Argentina and then ends up blockading it to protect Antarctica and prevent Shev from being able to get the South America bonus.
I'm not a fan of blockading with that much.
Yeah.
I think he was anticipating Shev to have attacked, but it's very difficult to blockade when you're next to an opponent. So I'm not gonna really criticize Pro Gamer way too much for that move. It's just in the end he ended up blockading way too many. So that turn ended up screwing him a little bit.
Yeah, and he starts working a little bit on West Africa, which he doesn't really have any other expansion points at all. This is really the best thing he can do, but he's going to be in contention with Shev from Brazil, so he's definitely going to have an extremely hard time if he tries to take that. While Shev is expanding safely in Central Russia after he's already gotten South Central America. So Shev is definitely in a really advantageous position, up by 4 reinforcements. Turn 7, we do see that PROGAMER starting to move into Cameroon with a large force, and Shev nearly finishes off Central Russia but gets repelled from the last one in Tomsk, so that doesn't give him a crushing lead one turn earlier. But then after that, we do see the big stack coming from Brazil to Nigeria, and PROGAMER running into it, losing everything.
Yeah, that's. I think I actually would have surrendered as soon as I lost South America in this game, because at that point, it's just overwhelmingly advantageous on Shev's position. So
Yes.
all in all, it was an interesting game. I thought there's man, PROGAMER is really not that bad. It's just that Shev completely dominated the picks, so it's just so hard for him to come back after those picks, especially the South African pick. So
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, it was a pretty good game between Shev and PROGAMER. PROGAMER didn't get quite as good picks, didn't expand quite as well as he could have, and Shev ended up taking the win relatively effectively after only 10 turns.
it looks like Fizzer won his game with Boston Phoenix, and Dr. D won his game with Kaiser, and Hapropatir won his game with Ace Windu. So now the first round is coming to an end. It looks like Hey and Zerby are still playing, and GW Bush, Hedja, I think GW Bush is going to get booted, and Big E will get booted. So it looks like our prospects for the second round are looking pretty good.
Indeed, yes.
So I think I'm gonna flip through the Hapropatir game and the Fizzer game, and let's see which one's a little bit more interesting.
Okay.